Mladen Ljiljanic, congratulations! One more victory, this time in Scania Cup. Could you tell us about the victory?
Yes, this is my second gold in Scania Cup. This is now with 01 boys, 2001. Last season that boys won silver medal, and today also 02 boys won silver medal. Last season won gold, so they share that golds and silvers. So big success for the end of the Solna story.
You have been here for 3 years. Can you tell us about the development from the start till now?
Yes, I came in Sweden on September 2013, and in that moment took 3 teams, boys 98 and boys 2001 and 2002. We really start from the beginning. It was a very hard time in the beginning to adapt on the Swedish mentality, on different approach to basketball. I coming from clear basketball country, which is more serious, more stronger and tough approach. But I got lucky that I had incredible guys and incredible teams who trust me. I trust them, and we had a very nice story during these 3 years.
And very successful, nice years.
More than successful. When I look back, it sounds unbelievable what we done during the last 3 seasons. And I have one big sad story. It's that I have to leave Sweden before the one thing which I wanted the more. It's RM with the 2001 boys, which was our goal from the beginning of our cooperation. And 8 days before that RM, I have to leave Sweden. So that will be one of the hardest thing in my career and the life, which I didn't have opportunity to be with the guys on the Swedish National Championship. But I, in some way, believe in karma, and I think that this gold medal with them on the Nordic Championships is some kind of compensation for that we cannot be together on that big competition. And I'm so happy that our cooperation finished on that beautiful way for us.
Okay, let's talk about why are you leaving?
So the personal problem started during my first season. During my first season in Sweden, Solna Vikings didn't do things from the contract on the appropriate way according to the Swedish law. And I was not involved in all of that technical stuff about payment, about minimum of payment, and it was a responsibility of the club. And problems shows up on the moment when club asked work permission for me for my second season in Sweden. But then they, from the court and migration, they checked first season and found out the wrong things which club Solna Vikings did to me and to country of Sweden. And automatically that came to the court. And in that moment start my personal agony, because you know, if you never in your life for 37 years old you didn't do nothing wrong and never show up on the court, never came low issues with never, then it was for me very stressful when I found out what kind of consequences can be. And then one great guy and lawyer named Kjell Johnson he's the father of my ex-player from IT, the boy, which is my friend. He offered me to be my public lawyer in that case and to try to do something that I don't get consequences for mistake of club Solna Vikings. He did incredible effort to try to correct and to warn Solna Vikings where is the mistakes, where is the issues, and what they have to do to correct that. Unfortunately, Solna Vikings management didn't have respect for my lawyer advices. They were convinced that they did the right thing, and it was very strange because the only institution who has last word is Swedish court and Swedish migration. So they ignored what they talking, their advices, and they did on their own way. We couldn't find mechanism to how to force them to do the things.
How much money is it we're talking about? Because it's about taxes that you have to pay to Sweden, minimum taxes for you.
It's other thing. It's a salary for me who should be minimum of Swedish.
So how much is it we're talking about? How much money is it?
It's around something less than 15,000 crowns, and court found out that Solna Vikings didn't do the right thing, that they pay me under the minimum, and they exactly told what is the issues and why they should do that if they want to correct. It was one chance that all of that stuff be done if they, according to their issues from the court, did the things on the right way and show to official institution of Sweden that they didn't have purpose attention to do the wrong things, that it was a real mistake, like they start to talk from the beginning.
So what you're saying is they had a chance to repair this.
Yes, but they didn't believe in, they didn't want to accept the facts which came from the official institution, and of course from my lawyer who had experience, very long experience in this kind of cases.
Just a question.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of money, is it?
I would not like to talk about money.
But it's not a lot of money for the club.
No, it is not. It is actually very low numbers, and that makes me even more sad, because with that they show how much they don't respect me as a person, as a coach. And the worst part of all, they knew what kind of consequences can be because of their wrong decisions, and they didn't take responsibility for that. On every official letter from the club who came according to this case, they, on very manipulative way, tried to present to the people that I have a problem, and all people ask me what you did in Sweden that you have to leave, or that you have low problems. And it was very hard for me to explain to each person individually that it's not my fault, that I was not involved in that things, and they did, until today they didn't took responsibility for what they done.
You're leaving tomorrow.
Yes, I'm leaving tomorrow. That's because after first decision of the court, we had 2 weeks to again, because on the after first decision they repeat the same issues and told that is not done, that and that, and even then they didn't want to take responsibility. Even then they ignored, and they purposely took away from me chance that on the appeal me and my lawyer put on the court. Of course, appeal who didn't fuel up with the issues and fixed issues cannot be accepted. So a few days ago, court confirmed decision, so it means that I have to leave Sweden. I'm leaving tomorrow, but the good thing of everything is that I'm not infected with that decision to work in Sweden in other club, and
because it's not your fault.
It's not my fault, so that's the good part of that I have option if some of the clubs in Sweden be interesting for me, that I can back in Sweden and work for them, but only not for Solna Vikings.
What do you feel about the things that Solna Vikings have done?
It is mixed feelings for me. First of all, Solna Vikings is my club, and nobody never can take my love from Solna Vikings from me, because I don't want to be angry on the club as a club. This is my club. I don't agree with the politics in this moment in the Solna Vikings. I never had respect, never, even from the ex-youth chief, from the current director, and the only person which I had correct relation in the club, that we have normal relation, that we can normal talk, is the ex-director Jan Marklund. And after he left the Solna, it starts hell for me, and I had extremely high pressure, disrespect, and only thing who stopped me not to leave the club before, it's my teams and the kids I coached.
What do you say about the kids, and what do they say? Because I know some of the kids, especially on social media, has been very upset about this.
That was the hardest part for me, because as much I could, I tried to hide from them that kind of informations. I believed that club will not let that. One thing is, if you are not appreciated as a coach, if you have different wishes to be, but it was not about coaching, it was not about things, it was directly attacked on my life here, because it was possibility that I get a complete stopped right to work in Sweden and whole European Union because of their mistakes. Thank God I didn't get that, because I didn't do nothing wrong, but it was that possibility. So they direct played with my life, and when kids found out the truth, they were upset, they were very sad, they are now, and how much I tried to explain them that things in the life happening, it's very hard for the 13-14 years old kids to understand that justice doesn't win in the life, and that's the hardest things in this moment for me, that I have to go from my teams.
We're at your apartment right now, and the apartment is full with flowers and presents from friends and families and players.
Yeah.
What are your feelings?
You know, it's so mixed emotions. It's in the same time happiness and sadness and you know, it took too long time, and now it's some kind of culmination of everything, and honestly, without some pathetic way, but I really feel very, very difficult in this situation. I never felt something like this before, you know. I had plans, I had behind me as a coach, it's results, it's success, it's a lot of proofs that I know to do my job. And unfortunately, the people in the club decided to go another way, to turn Solna Vikings some other philosophy, which is not success, winning, produce national team players. They are focusing on the things like quantity, and I'm not a coach for that. I like to produce players on the highest level. Of course, I have full respect for everybody who wants to play basketball, and they have to have their own place in basketball here. But unfortunately, in this country, the less space is for the talents. They are victims on the philosophy on the whole federation of basketball of Sedan, and unfortunately my club Solna Vikings follow that ex-club Solna Vikings.
What we talk about the future. What will happen now?
Now I will go home, and I'm looking forward to see my family. I didn't see them 7 months. I forgot to say that during this process on the court, I didn't have right to leave Union countries. So
you're from Montenegro, which is not part of the European Union.
Yeah, Serbia and Montenegro. I have both passport from. So that was the one of the most humiliating for me, that I couldn't leave the country, that I didn't feel that I'm free man, and I didn't know nothing wrong. And only what they said is, we are sorry, but nobody took responsibility. Everybody all of them put responsibility on the ex-youth chief, and I didn't sign the contract with Jan Marklund. I signed contract with the Solna Vikings, and Solna Vikings is responsible for my contract as a club, no individuals. And now I will go home, be with my family, rest, and I will come back to Sweden 1 month from now and be with my great friends I find here, and spend the time I didn't have a lot outside of the basketball court. And that's the original plan. According to my basketball career, I'm free agent now. I'm one step of the termination officially contract with Solna Vikings. So I'm free agent. If someone is interesting, welcome to contact me, so we can negotiate. If I did something here, if someone is interesting for this, they know me. I'm 3 years here, so that's the way. And I'm waiting now all options, so we'll see what will happen in the future.
Mladen, thank you.
Thank you.